Hi guys, and welcome back to PGR4 Platinum Playthrough, and as you will have seen in the last episode, we managed to get to rank 1 in the driver standings, so that is all we can do. Most of the content being seen for the Gotham career mode, and we will aim to move into the arcade mode in this episode. But first, I did, off camera, keep doing championships until the Invitational for the Ferrari FXX did appear. And I think we were somewhere towards the end of Season 3 in the playthrough, so I carried on, did a few more championships, and then at the start of Season 4 I did one championship, and then the Invitational appeared. So I did record that, but there's no commentary, but I'll just show you this quickly. So what you had to do is that you had 3 laps of the Michelin test track, the oval circuit, and you had to get a certain time in the Ferrari FXX, and if you beat the time you win the Ferrari. So I'll quickly just show you that now, and then I'll be back afterwards and we shall go through the arcade mode. So guys, that is the Invitational done for the FXX. So I think we've done all the Invitationals now, because that is usually the last one that appears. So it means we've got most of the cars, and we just need to work on getting the bikes now. But we move on to arcade mode. 10 chapters. So we'll start with chapter 1, Catch Me If You Can. Again, I'm going to do them in cars first, and let me know if you want to see them done in bikes as well, because you don't need to do them in bikes until this one. 2 wheels only. And I think one of them is 4 wheels only, or something. Maybe horses for courses, I'm not quite sure. One of them, I swear it's locked to a car. But we shall see, and you only need, for example here, it says 46 medals to unlock, and you get more than enough if you keep doing every event, because there's 6 events in a chapter. So we'll go and catch me as I can. Catch me if you can. And it just has a description of what each event is: one-on-one, street race, eliminator. So these should be fairly quick and not too difficult, I hope. But right, let's have a look at the track. You can pick a different car for each one this time, which is quite nice. So we've got an oval track here, really. And in F class, well, we've pretty much got most of the cars, to be honest, so I can take my pick. I'm not sure which one to use for this. Kind of need something that's fairly good low down, I guess. I don't think we used the Cosworth, did we? Let's try using the Cosworth in this one. I'm not sure. Did I use the Cosworth? I don't think so. I used the Lancia Delta. No, I can't actually remember. We'll use the Cosworth anyway. And then back to the medal system. I've missed seeing these. This is what it should have been to start off with, in my opinion. But we get some kudos reward for first place. And I do like the medal animation. That is definitely the best it's looked in a PGR. That looks very cool. And we'll go for platinum. And luckily it is a small track, which is what I thought, which is why I didn't really want some of the more powerful slidey cars. But maybe I should have picked the Lancia Stratos or something. But we'll see how we do. I'm hoping this will be good enough. Because you want the good handling car so you can retain your speed. It's not so much about the quick cars in this one. Because that Alfa Romeo SZ, I think it's called, or SZ, however you pronounce it, that's got really good handling, but that's not quick, much like this car. And I've just spun him out a little bit of dirty driving. But this first lot of chapters, or first events in the first chapter, should be alright, with one-on-ones and street races and that sort of thing. And it means we can use more cars in the lower class, which is good. Always hard to take this track. You don't know what sort of line or speed you need to go. And I've no idea if platinum difficulty in the arcade mode equals hardcore difficulty in the Gotham career. I don't know which is harder. Honestly, couldn't tell you. But I like it. I like you can pick a car per track. You don't have to sort of compromise your choice for, say, 6 events and pick the best car overall. Or the car that's going to be the best for those 6. You can just pick the one you want. So, congratulations with a ridiculous amount of exclamation marks. You've earned a platinum medal. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to put that many in, but never mind. So, continue to next event. Does that mean we use the same car? I'll try that first. And if that means we use the same car, then that's not so good. I think it will be. We'll try it in this. I don't think it's going to work. Yep, I'm pretty sure I need to change car for this, because this is a huge straight. In fact, I'm not sure I'm even going to bother. I'll just see how far behind we are by the first corner. Because I believe that's the D-type, I can see, and the bike's just absolutely flown away. This does have good handling, but not the best top speed. But the good handling may come good for us here. As you can see, we can just about get through here without spinning, which we do. But now the bike's disappeared. Oh dear. You can whip this into the corners quite nicely. If you make a mistake in these slow cars, it tends to be hard to recover. I didn't see what bike that was either. Is it the... No, I'm not even going to try and guess what it is. BSA, maybe? Or is that in the class below? It's definitely a loud classic bike, whatever it is. And it's a drag race at this point. Nothing really in it, actually. Quite even. And I wasn't surprised... I wasn't expecting, sorry, to be able to beat them in this car. Like I said, the cornering is excellent though. So if you get a good exit, that's some advantage. But I'd imagine the D-type's going to come back now. Down this straight. It's certainly going to overtake the bike anyway. think, anyway. Yeah, that's ahead of the bike now. And it feels weird going from A and B class straight back down to this. Oh, don't want to stick that in 5th. A little trick, if you do change down gear, it makes you turn in a bit quicker. It's very weird. I can't really explain what I mean. But it helps you turn around the corner, I've found. And surprisingly, quite far ahead. But I am going to back out and change car for the next race. And this was the track that I kept losing on. In one of the majors, I think it was. And there was an Enzo that kept pulling away every time and I couldn't catch it up. Because I wasn't using a good car, I think was the purpose or the reason. That D-Type's definitely catching up. Since it's moved into 2nd place, it's driving better than it did in 3rd place. But luckily for us, the race is over. So we get some kudos for the platinum medals, but not a ridiculous amount. But we've got some bike packs to try and buy. So I'm not sure if we'll get all the kudos we need. So this time I'm going to change chapter, I think it is. Right, so 2 medals and catch me if you can. Is this all in St. Petersburg? No, there's a few in Quebec as well. Right. Different car. What have we not used? I'm hoping most of the cars will be good enough, really. Let's have a look what we got here. That looks quite a long straight. Let's go with the Lotus Esprit. Fancy using this for some reason. Platinum difficulty. So I'm hoping that the straight's not too long on this one. And it may be quite long, actually. Maybe I have screwed this slightly. It didn't look like it was that long a track, but it might be. We're getting a good exit there. Again, this Esprit handles very well. But top speed may not be what we need. Oops, didn't need to be in 2nd there. We're falling behind the big boys. I think that's the Buick in front. And then in 1st place, I'm not sure what that is. Can't really see from here. But I'm going to try to use a variety of cars again. I'm not sure if this has 5 gears or not. Oh, it's the GMC Cyclone, isn't it? It does have 5 gears. That's good. Right, 3rd gear this time. Ooh. That was weird on the bump there. Stopped me turning briefly. Let's get in the draft zone, the GMC, because that is fairly quick. Probably use that at some point, although I'm not really a fan. Why is he over here? Right, let's cut him on the inside. I think the F-Class is quite nicely balanced, to be honest. There's not something that's like ridiculously overpowered in it. I think the D-Type's probably the best, though, if I had to pick one. But doing alright. Now this section, the bridge section here, is actually nice to take in a... Christ. Eat my own words here. I was going to say it's actually nice to take in an F-Class car. Because it's a bit slower and you've got a bit more control over the jumps. But in the A and B class, it's just unbelievably hard. And there it is again, a little jump. But I saw it coming this time. Yeah, these are pretty easy, these street races. I think it should get harder later on, some of the other types of events. 6,000. I've increased that for some reason as well. Didn't used to be that much. Right, catch me if you can. 1-on-1 this time. I already had an idea for what I was going to use for this, and it's going to be Ford Mustang. GT 2+2 fastback. I don't know if this is exactly the same on a PGR2, because I don't remember it being a Mustang GT. It had that sort of colour though, I remember. Getting red, platinum. I do like that they put these in the game though, in the arcade mode. Really good idea, I think. Are we against... what is that? That's not the Camaro Z28, is it? Straight drag race between American muscles. But yeah, having this feels so much more familiar to PGR, having the one-on-ones, the platinum medals, and that is quicker. And we're going to go into the back of him. Okay, can we go on the outside? Maybe. It's a load of cars that only have 4 gears. Obviously some of the older ones, 4 speeds, and I think I cut them up slightly, which is good. That slowed them down. But this is going to reach its top speed. No 5th gear. 132 miles an hour. Luckily, the Camaro's practically the same in terms of its gearing. But one-on-ones on every PGR have never been difficult, really. For obvious reasons, you've only got one opponent, so you can... even if you're struggling to beat them, you can pin them to the wall or do any other sort of manoeuvre like that. You can dive bomb them on a corner. Whatever's going to help you out, really. This is a skiddy boy, though. As you'd expect, it's American muscle. This straight is going to take ages to go down because of the limitations of the top speed. It's actually going to be quite a long lap, I think. Travelling down here 133 miles an hour, all the way to the end. And I'm sure the Z28 is exactly the same. 4 gears, similar top speed, maybe even less, I'm not sure. Does sound nice though. Do like the Mustang. And it's probably better to keep leaving it in 3rd gear. But I'm excited to use the Ferrari FXX in the later arcade mode. Because that's a really nice car to drive. Not as good as the McLaren for speed, but it definitely has wicked handling and still very quick. Getting lots of great corners, it's nice to see. A lot easier to get great corners when you're in slower cars. You can judge them a lot better. That's a bit better through there anyway. Again, skidding a bit. Let's go in the interior view. They've done a good job with the interior views as well. I never drive in this view though at all. Quite hard to. This is probably a slightly better view if you are going to use a different view than the third person one. That was a longer race that time, but we managed to do it. No problem in the Mustang. And we'll change chapter. Keep doing this just so I can use different cars really. Like for example there, I can use a more technical, technical bias car. This one's a street race. Could use a cyclone actually. I've not used that yet. There's a few in here I haven't used, but I think I might use the cyclone just because. I don't like that Buick driving that. It feels very strange. Plus the top gear is really poor as well, but not like you need it on these tracks. But I'll use the GMC. 6 on acceleration, 1 on drifting. That's interesting. 1 colour as well. Right, Quebec this time. The Mustang we're against, and this absolutely shoots off the line, which is why it's got such a high acceleration stat. But we have got the Stingray as well in there. But it's not as strong once it's already going, so it's much better off the line. And we are getting spun. But that Stingray is going to be hard to catch, actually. Only 2 laps as well. This might be the first restart. Oh my god, this doesn't handle so well. Let's restart. Yeah, this understeers like crazy. So we need to judge the corners a lot better than that. Right, great off the line. That's what we like to see. That's better. At least we can defend now, because that Stingray is quick as hell. It's doing the same thing as the other time. You've got to turn in really soon with this. It's a problem with changing the car every race. They all act differently. That's alright now. Just have to get used to it. It's one of these cars again where you brake and you can't really turn whilst you're braking. That was close to being disastrous. Oh no, same thing happened. Uh-oh. Lock him off, come on. It's how bad my driving skills are that you have to kill each opponent to win. Oh well, I'm not using that again. That was good off the line and it's fairly quick, but I do not like that handling at all. Definitely not for the next race anyway. So we shall get out of this one. No, thank you. Right, final event of this lot, in a car anyway. And I wanted to use the Lancia Stratos, which we are going to use. Yeah, let's go green. Very nice. And I think it's Eliminator, this one. Right. Eliminator time. Miura in front. Alfa Romeo SZ again, or SZ, and the Stratos as well. And we're in last, so we need to get out of here sharpish. This should be a really short event, actually. There's only 4 of us. Why is there always 4 in the F class, I've noticed as well? God, this isn't going so well either, really. Ah, I don't think we've gone this way round the track before. And it's going to be whether I can catch that Miura up. I like the colours for the Stratos. They're really, like, bold colours. Well, that was a bit of a bold move around the inside there, but we got it done. This handles really well. I'm just trying to get used to it again, compared to that GMC. And we've already nearly done it, actually. It turns in so much sooner. Crazy, the difference. And compared to the Mustang as well. I'm struggling to get used to this. I mean, that was horrendous driving. I'm driving pretty bad and still winning on Platinum, so it just shows you the difference in difficulty. Nice little car, though. And that's the first chapter done, so we've got 10 of these. So, that's good. Change chapter, I think that's anything you can do, yep. So that's the first chapter done on the bike. Sorry, on the car. And let me know, guys, if you do want to see me do the same chapters again on a bike or not. That's completely up to you. But we've got 10 of these to do. And I'll be using cars for all of them, apart from the 2 wheels only, which is here, which you have to use a bike for. But that's going to be it for chapter 1, guys. I hope you enjoyed, as always. And I'll see you in chapter 2.